Braille class. Today we are going to be recapping the split digraph I sound and trying to extend those sentences and focus on our spelling. Let's revise our sounds first. So our sound from the last lesson, E. Split digraph E. Your. O. I. Sh. Fantastic. Let's see now whether you can write down the digraph for what for dinner. So pause the video and see whether you can write down the digraph for what for dinner. Oh, let's see if you were right. E and R. Well done, superstars. Now let's see if we can write the digraph chicken. What two letters come together to make that sound ch? Remember to pause the video and then see whether you are correct. C and H. Well done, superstars. Last one. This is to see whether you've remembered my videos from last time. I want to know what two letters make the sound qu. For quiet for the queen. Qu. What two letters make the sound qu? Pause the video. Let's see whether you're right. Q and U. Superstars. Now we're going to see whether we can revise some of the words that we've been learning over the last half term. So remember, wait, think first, and then when I push it forward, see if you can say it. No! Fantastic. That O being the bit that's really tricky, it's making an O sound instead of the O that it usually makes. Or another common exception word, think. You! You are Braille class. High frequency word this time. Dave, done that one before. And oh, this is a good one. It's fantastic. So this word is a contraction. The two individual words it was before were it and is, but we omit the it and we put an apostrophe in. So it becomes a contraction of it is, and that becomes it's. It's a lovely day today. It's. Right, let's see if you can write the word on your board. No. So pause the video so you're not cheating. Pause the video and see if you can write the word no. Remember to challenge yourself. You could even write a sentence with that word in. So pause that video. Let's see. N and O. Fantastic. Okay, next word. Can you spell the word you? Remember to pause the video. Think. Take some time. You. Y-O-U. You. Fantastic. Last one. That naughty contraction. Think about what we use to omit the I for the is. The word is it's. How do I spell the word it's? Pause that video. I-T-apostrophe-S. It's. Well done. Now we're going to have a look at the sound that we're recapping today. And the sound we're recapping today is the split digraph I sound. So our caption action is ride my bike. So imagine you've gone onto a bike and you're saying ride my bike. Ride my bike. So when you see this side of the card, you're going to say ride my bike. Let's have a look at which letters go together to make that sound for today. So it's a split digraph I. If you remember in a few of my other videos when we had the split digraph E, the letters in a split digraph, they're too chatty. They can't be sat next to one another, so Miss Bailey has to move them and a letter has to go in between them. But they still secretly hold hands and they make the sound I. So when you see this side of the card, you're going to say I. When you see this side of the card, you're going to say ride my bike. Right, let's see whether you can do it. Ooh. I. Ride my bike. I. Ride my bike. Fantastic. Now we're going to have a go at segmenting and blending some words with our I sound in today. So remember, we are splitting up the word into its sounds. There might be some tricky phonemes in here, so check that first one. Let's see whether we can do it together. W and H makes this tricky sound W. So the H is silent. That's what's a bit tricky. So W, I, T, W, I, T, W, I, T. The word is white, like the strings on my hoodie are white. Oh, let's try the next one. You have a turn this time. See whether you can do that one on your own. Ride, like ride my bike in our caption action. Well done. Next one, you have a turn this time. Kite, so kite, 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 like I'm flying a kite in the park. Oh, I've got a hard one here. This is one of those naughty alien words. So one of the words that make no sense at all, but we still need to use our phonics to work it out. So let's have a little go at home. So we're going to try that first blend here, because that's the bit that's usually quite tricky. So s, p, s, p, s, p, makes the blend spr, spr. So now let's see whether we can segment it. Spr, I, k, spr, I, k, spr, I, k, sprike. Fantastic. We know that's not a real word because I can't use it in a sentence and it makes no sense at all. Now let's see whether you can write down some of the words that we've been practicing today. So can you write down, remember to pause that video, the word white. So pause the video, see whether you can spell the word white. Okay, let's have a little look. Can you spell the word white? Oh, look at how it's spelled. W-H, that naughty silent W-H-I-T-E, that split digraph I with that T in the middle to split them up from chatting. White. Now see if you can spell the word kite. See if you can spell the word kite. Remember to pause the video. Let's have a little look. Did you get it right? That kicking k, split digraph I-T, kite. Last one, ride. Can you spell the word ride as in ride my bike? Remember to challenge yourself. You can write up some sentences if you'd like to. Pause the video. Let's have a look. R-I-D-E, ride. Amazing. Now we're going to have a go at holding our sentence, seeing if we can remember it, writing it out and then extending it, using the conjunction because. So our sentence today is I like to ride my bike. I like to ride my bike. Lots of split digraph I's in there. So we're going to start with our actions. We're going to do a capital I for I. So I. For like, we're going to put our thumbs up. So I like. For to, we're going to put a T and an O or a T and an O for our letter names in the air. So let's go from the beginning. I like to ride. We're going to pretend we're riding. My, we're going to point at ourselves. And then bike, we're going to pretend we're on a bike with our full stop at the end. Let's see if we can go again. So I like to ride my bike. Full stop. Let's go again. I like to ride my bike. Full stop. Fantastic. Now we're going to see whether we can write that sentence and then extend it. So my first word is I. And from my grammar lesson, you should know that we need to use a capital letter whenever we're using the personal pronoun I and a capital letter at the beginning of every sentence. So we're going to have a big capital letter first. The next word in our sentence was like. So we need to use our finger space between the capital letter I and the word like. And we need to think about what sounds are in the word like. Now today we've been learning the split digraph sound I. So that's the sound that's going to be in our word like. So we've got our all first. Our split digraph I, so our I and E with a space in between, and then our kicking k. Now the reason why it can't be a curly k is because when you have an E after the letter C, so after that curly k, it makes that C a naughty sound. So if I put a curly k there, it would be lice. And it's not I lice to ride my bike. It's definitely not that. So it's got to be that kicking k, which hopefully you can see. I like to. So one of those common exception words, our finger space. Ride. And again, that's got our split digraph I from today. So again, we're thinking about those sounds. Ride. What's the first sound? The next sound is I, and it's our split digraph I. So we're going to write our I and E with a space in between. Remember, they're really chatty, so they can't be together. Ride. So I'm going to put that D in between. I like to ride my, again, that common exception word, just like buy and fly. So remember that Y is making an I sound in the word my. I like to ride my bike. The first sound in bike is B. We've got our split digraph I from today, so that I and E with a little gap in between. And remember, we can't use a curly K because it changes it to a S. That would be bice. So we've got to have that kicking K. And what do we need at the end of that sentence? Full stop. Superstars. So, our sentence. I like to ride my bike. But remember, that's more of a year one sentence. And we need to extend it using conjunction because today. So, get rid of that full stop. Because let's think about the little rhyme that Miss Bailey taught us. Big elephants can't always use small X's. So whenever you're writing that word because, you need to be thinking through those words and thinking, what's the first letter of that word? That's going to help me spell because. So big, B, elephants, E, can't, C, always, A, use, U, small, S, exits, E. I like to ride my bike because. Why do you like to ride your bike? So I want you to extend that sentence using the conjunction because and tell me, why do you like to ride your bike? So it might be, I like to ride my bike because it's really fun. Or I like to ride my bike because I get to spend time with my family. So think about why you like to ride your bike. And remember, you can challenge yourself and write some other sentences that have that split digraph I in.